You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette, they're particular about the brand they choose. In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
He made the statement, he said, "We do not know whether the present pause in temperature will remain for some time or whether it will go up or down at some time in the near future. What we do know with extreme certainty is that climate is always changing."
We shouldn't take the theory of man-made global warming as proven to be true.
Climate change is not science. It's religion.
I think it hasn't been proved or documented beyond a shadow of doubt.
The science is off. And let me point to a very recent example. That's the most important thing. The science is off.
I think the science is far from settled.
The idea that CO2 is the tail that wags the dogs is not supportable.
Skeptics accurately point out that previous support of man-caused global warming requires the use of selective rather than comprehensive data, which creates a false assessment of man's impact on his climate.
So the US government, the British government, the governments of Canada and Australia, most of the EU governments and their scientific advisors, they're all just wrong and in the thrall of some kind of swindle, is that right? Yes.
This assessment is repeated endlessly with the intent of literally brainwashing the public.
I think we have a great deal to learn, and I think far too many people have rushed to a premature judgment based upon very inadequate evidence. The actual number of cases of lung cancer, although recognizable and significant, is not terribly large. Whereas the number of people who smoke cigarettes is extremely low.
We know that the Earth has warmed and cooled and warmed and cooled and warmed before because, I mean, we've all heard of the ice ages.
I think 200-foot thick glaciers in Wisconsin. How do you explain climate change before man ever had a carbon footprint? How do you...
Snowstorm 2 weeks ago in New York.
We cannot say that our activity doesn't contribute to changing the climate. What I'm saying is, it's not a crisis.
We must reduce CO2. I don't see the reason for this.